Hello students, I'm here with another video from the chapter of class 7th NCERT book, that is the chapter number 16th, Water, a Precious Resource. Before starting today's video, I would like to tell you all that till now what all things we have completed and discussed in this chapter. So we have started this chapter by the understanding that what is the meaning of the word resource. So we found that anything which is present in a surplus way, which is present in the large amount and which is going to help us to satisfy the human needs and the wants. Okay. Then there are many resources which are present in the nature, and those resources are said to be as a natural resource. And after that we saw that this water is also considered to be the natural resource because water is also available in the nature. Similarly, soil is there, forest is there, animals are there, plants are there. All these are said to be as the natural resources. But water is precious resource. Why this is a precious resource? Because we know that 71% of our globe consists of water. I mean, the earth's surface is covered with water. Now from this 71%, there is a very less percentage of water which is there in the form of fresh water. And from that fresh water also, there is a very less amount which is used for the consumption purpose. So we can see that how much the precious I mean how much precious is this resource. Okay, so this resource means the water is a precious one because as it is present in a very lesser amount, as well as we are wasting it, we should use it wisely, because without water we cannot live after 1 2 or 3 days. We can live without food for some days, but it is not possible for any living organism to live without water for a longer time. Okay, so we need to conserve this water. So lastly we discussed about what is groundwater, and then what do you mean by different terms which were related with the groundwater, that were infiltration, water table, aquifer. Okay, so we have discussed all these things already. Then after that we have seen there are various ways of depletion of groundwater. Why we are focusing very much on groundwater? Because this is the only source which we require for fulfilling our domestic needs. Okay, each and every person requires water to drink, to take bath, to and various other works are also there. Without water, which is not possible. And we are completely and solely dependent upon which water? We are dependent upon groundwater. So to maintain that groundwater in a proper way, we require to conserve it. Okay, now we are wasting so much of this groundwater as it is available, and people think that it is available in a plenty of amount, but it is not so, isn't it? So this is available in a very limited amount, and we are using that limited amount. 0.003% of water is present in the form of underground water, and we are using that 0.003% since long time. And how is this water table and the groundwater is being maintained till now? It is being maintained because of the water cycle. Okay, it is being maintained because of the water cycle. Fine. Now water cycle also has three major components, three major steps, that is that is evaporation, transpiration, evaporation, that is considered to be the first step, then condensation, cloud formation, the second step, and the third step is precipitation. This precipitation is equally very important to recharge the groundwater, children. Okay, so all these things we saw that there is a depletion of groundwater because there is less amount of rainfall, because there is a presence of, I mean, there is the increased number of population, the increasing industrialization is happening. More and more industries are they are being constructed, factories are being constructed, various other things are means they which require water are being emphasized, but nobody is thinking about how to stop the wastage and the depletion of this groundwater. That is why there is a need to manage this water. So water management was the last topic which we were discussing. I'll continue with the same topic today also. So what do you mean by management? As we have already studied, this word management means it is a way by which we are maintaining this natural resource in a appropriate manner. Okay, in an appropriate manner means each and every person should get equal amount of water, and at least the basic needs has to be fulfilled. Okay, so we require each and every person requires at least 50 liters of water, which is being prescribed by, which is also being suggested by UN. Okay, so this was only this means that for each and every person at least 2.5 buckets of water is necessary, means it is a basic requirement. Fine. So now how to manage this basic requirement, we need to study this water management, and we are doing this management to to regulate this resource on the earth. Fine. So what we have done is the depletion reasons are there. I mean, the reason for depletion of this groundwater we have already studied. Now we know what are the causes, what are the ways by which this groundwater is being depleted. So we need to remove all these resources, I mean all these reasons which is responsible for the depletion of this groundwater, children. Okay, so what do we do, what are we going to plan is according to this to eradicate the reasons for depletion and to introduce the new reasons so that because of which the groundwater can recharge. So the main focus of this water management is how to recharge groundwater. Okay. Now, this is the basic requirement, or this is the basic or the main focus of this water management, is that how to recharge our groundwater. Now, we'll see that we have read in class 6 that many places have a regular supply of water, which is being done by the Jal Nigam. Okay. Now, this Jal Nigam or the civic authority is there. This authority or this officers or the people, those who are involved in this office that is said to be as Nagar Nigam or Jal Nigam, they are going to give us, they ensure that in each and every area the water is reaching, and this water is used for the domestic purpose, this water is used for the cleaning our homes, for drinking, for bathing, for washing the clothes. Okay, for using in the different various household activities. So it is provided by a well planned pipe system, and this also we have studied in class 6 already, water management system, in which we saw that there is a pipe which is coming from the that particular place, from that area from where this water is being stored, and then it is being stored in a big tanks. Through the pipeline system it is going to reach to the another small tanks, and then from there it is reaching our homes with the in the form of water supply. Okay, that is said to be as the domestic water supply. Okay, then it also, again, this also has a particular time. Okay, this also has a particular time, because now most of the children that they don't know that water is coming at a particular time, because they don't know what is this supply of water, because in their homes either the submersibles are there or the jet pumps are there. So pumps are there, huge big pumps are placed inside this aquifer region, and they're at any time they are switching on the they are switching it on, the water is available. So they don't know that what is the means the water supply also is something, and it is being supplied from somewhere, from some office or some, from some place, that civic authority is there, and then they are supplying it water. Okay, and we are paying tax for this water. Okay, similarly there is students or the children, they generally don't know that these kinds of supply system is also present, and because of which we are getting the water. Fine. And it is very difficult if one day water doesn't come, because they have never faced these kinds of problems, as they are having the big pumps over in their houses running. Okay, now next thing what is written over here is, when the civic authorities supply water through pipes, they do not all of the pipe is going to reach, or water is going to reach their destination. Now why? This is a big question mark. So when the water starts from that particular tank, it is not going to reach to each and every person. Why? Because it is running through pipe system, and pipe might be broken somewhere. Okay, so it reaches from the tank, it reaches through different pipe system. Okay, network of pipe, and this reaches to home. Okay, now what happens, or houses in the locality. Now what happens, these pipe might be broken, okay, or leaky, they might be leaking. There could be complete breakage of the pipe, or pipe is not present, or it has already been damaged. So there could be several reasons because of which the water is not reaching from the tank to from the big tank to the houses. Okay, now what is the reason and why this is the reason, and then what happens, how to solve this problem. We need to complain regarding all these things to that particular basic authorities people, and they're going to come and they're going to check the pipeline. If it is broken or if it requires maintenance, they are going to be maintained. Okay, so one should be aware regarding all these things, and if they're not aware, then they have to face certain problems of water scarcity. Now you might have seen that water supply pipes are leaking and off, and a lot of water is gushing out of the pipe. Okay, it is the responsibility of the civic authorities to prevent such wastage of precious water. So if you feel that in your area these kinds of problems are there, the pipe system is not present, or it is broken, or it is leaking, or water is gushing out from there, so one should take care of all these things. One should at least complain to that, put a complaint in that particular civic authority people, so that they could come and they could maintain, they could repair the problem of your area. Fine. So this is the responsibility of the civic authority. But if still sometimes it is being missed because it is not a particular place they have to look after, they have to look after a large area, so it is not possible for each person to go and to take care of each and every pipe. And if you feel that there is certain problem, you also might can approach to that particular place, and the problem could be solved easily. Fine. So what is this regarding the how to stop the wastage of water. So this was the first step of water management. Okay, not to waste, and if it is being wasted in these manners, they have to be checked. So we need to keep an eye, we need to keep a check over all these kinds of problems, and we could report to the particular place so that it could be repaired easily and quickly. Mismanagement of the wastage may take place at the level of individuals also. Fine. All of us knowingly or unknowingly waste water while brushing our teeth. So please understand that it's not only that on the roads or on the streets or in the various places where there is no tap for a particular region, or only the civic authority is responsible for this maintaining all these things. So there could be many reasons, but still at the personal level, at your homes also, the wastage of water is happening. Knowingly or unknowingly, we are wasting some amount of water daily in our homes, and it is not a very lesser amount of water. If you calculate the wastage of water for a particular day, for the whole day, you will find that it is several liters of water is being wasted daily in one home. Say for your home, okay, say for your friend's home, or anybody. It could be the people, those who are not aware that how much water is required for one person daily, what is being prescribed by UN, and how much water we are using daily, and how much water we are wasting. Some people are still, they have to stand in the line for to take just a one bucket of water for their use, for drinking. Just forget about other things which has to be performed using water. Just for drinking purpose, they need to wait hours and hours. Even some students, there are some people, some small children, they are not going to school because they have to stand in the line to just to help their parents so that they could bring water, they could look after their home, they could look after their basic requirement to fulfill their basic need, as they feel that without studying they could live, but without water they cannot survive. So it becomes very important for them to fetch some water first rather than go to school. Okay, so one should think like in this manner, and then we should not waste water. Fine, because it is such a precious resource, and it is a way by which it is one of the resource because of which we are living, we are surviving, and it would be impossible for the people to survive without water. Okay, so mismanagement or just the management of this, there should be no wastage. Fine. Now what else is given over here? We are brushing the teeth and the tap is left open like that, so that should be stopped. We are shaving, bathing, then the waste washing clothes are also there, and then during other sources, the huge water is being wasted. We waste water as as though we do not need water the next time. So such a big line, it's so written over here, a big message is being given to you all, and to the people, those who are listening, those who are watching this video. They should understand that we should not waste water knowingly or unknowingly. We should check while brushing, while bathing, while shaving, while washing the clothes, or while washing our vehicles, or we are cleaning the floor, or cleaning the house, or anywhere. If the water is gushing out, you should, if it is left open, you should go and close it. Okay, and everybody should be aware regarding all these things at your home. At least we should start we should start managing this mismanagement from our home itself. We should check the people, those who are wasting water, whether it is your father, mother, or anyone in your house, any member of your house. If they are wasting, your brothers and sisters, if they are wasting the water, please check them out. Please stop them to do such kinds of mismanagement in your home. After all, this water is a precious resource. Please tell them, please make them understand that how much water is available and how much water we are using. And some people are there which who are not able to get that very minimum amount of water also. Fine, we should recycle this water, used water even. But after washing the clothes, what that water has to be means where that water has to be used. After washing utensils, after washing the clothes, after and we should not waste water in while brushing. Okay, we should close the tap with and take some water, once rinse your mouth and then start brushing your teeth. Close the tap of the basin and then keep standing and just brush your teeth. After brushing, if you require to rinse, then only open the tap. In between 5 minutes or 3 minutes, till the time you are brushing your teeth, you should stop opening the tap, and you should not run like that empty. Okay, next thing is that we should all think that we have to use the water next time also. Only today I'm not going to brush my teeth, isn't it? I'm going to brush my teeth till my teeth is there, isn't it? So we should think like that. It is not a matter of one day, it is a matter of your whole life, isn't it? You're not just that you're brushing your teeth once. It is not that you're just washing your clothes today, you're not going to wash your clothes tomorrow, isn't it? How many days you will not wash your clothes? Means you need water for all these basic requirements, and if we are wasting the water in such a manner, we are not going to get water at all after 5 or 6 years even. Such low water table is there at every place. You could see that there is very less amount of seepage area in the water in the places, because everywhere the concrete buildings are there or concrete floors are there. So there is no place for the groundwater also to be recharged, because there is very less soiled area where there is less grassy area or the gardens or the place from where the infiltration could take place. Okay, so that is what is a major problem in the cities and in the town area, or even in the places where roads are already being made at every place. So all these things are going to decrease the recharging area. It is going to decrease our infiltration area. Okay, so what happens, this is actually the problem, and we are not able to manage all these things. So one should check out all these things. Fine, we have seen that most of the water that we get as rainfall just flow away. This is a waste of precious natural resource. Okay, so one of the major resource is the rainfall, and that rainfall has to be this rainwater has to be stored somewhere. Now, how to store, how to use this rainwater, we'll study just after this point. Fine. So the rainwater can be used to recharge the groundwater. So why this is very important? How to recharge groundwater? It is necessary. The groundwater could be recharged by rainwater. So it is the rainwater which is required to store. Okay. Now where you are going to store this rainwater? This helps in recharging. This helps in recharging ground water. Why? This rainwater is helpful in recharging the groundwater because this helps in, this water only is infiltrated. This helps in infiltration. Okay, so this helps in infiltration, children. So this is a very important point, that rainwater is responsible to recharge the groundwater because of the process called infiltration. Okay. Now the next point, this is referred to as water harvesting or rainwater harvesting, about which we have learned in class 6. Okay. So we are already knowing the concept of this recharging of groundwater through this rainwater, and the process by which groundwater is being recharged with the help of this okay, so recharging of groundwater using or with the help of rainwater is known as rainwater harvesting. Okay, so what is it? This is known as rainwater harvesting, children. Now, I must tell you what is this rainwater harvesting in another words. To save the water from which we are getting from rainfall. To save the rainwater. Now, why we are going to save this rainwater? We are going to store this rainwater just to recharge the groundwater. Okay. So, if we are recharging this groundwater, then what happens? Because of this rainwater, infiltration is going to happen. And if infiltration is going to happen, this ultimately recharges the groundwater, children. We have already studied that this is the only one way to recharge groundwater with the help of this rainfall, and maximum recharge is being taking place through this rainwater. Okay, so this is the way by which you could understand and how much important is the rainwater is. So one should save or store this rainwater, and this is known as rainwater harvesting. Okay, this is known as rainwater harvesting. Water harvesting. Now what is the difference between water harvesting? Water harvesting. Harvesting means to cut and save. Okay, harvest, where is this word used maximum times? It is used for your crops. Where the crop, when the crop is completely ripened, then what happens? When it is being ripened, then we are cutting it from the fields, and we are keeping it safe. And the process of cutting of crops, it is said to be as harvesting. So we are cutting something, we are keeping it safe. What we are cutting, we are cutting water. And from where we are cutting this water? We are cutting this water from rain. Okay, that is why its name is rainwater harvesting. We will cut some rainwater and keep it safe for the future purpose. So this is how rainwater harvesting, the name has been derived, and this is the meaning of the word rainwater harvesting, children. Now this water harvesting could be done from anywhere. Anywhere we are keeping the water safe for the future purpose, for recharging the groundwater, or for another purpose, we can use it for the domestic purpose. So this is said to be as water harvesting. Okay, we are saving water for some reason. So this is called water harvesting. This is the general term, but it is equally used as rainwater harvesting, children. Okay, maximum times from where we are going to store the water, or just keep the water safe. We are going to keep the water safe from the rainwater. Okay, that is why it is always said as rainwater harvesting. Fine. So this rainwater harvesting is very much similar to the water harvesting technique. Now how much water we could harvest and keep? We could keep a large number of water, children. Large amount of water could be saved using this rainwater harvesting. Okay, now next thing, what I'm just wanted to tell, that how many types of rainwater harvesting is done. So this rainwater harvesting is of two types. One is the rooftop rainwater harvesting, and the next is drain water harvesting. Fine. What is this rooftop rainwater harvesting? This we have already studied in class 6. That in our homes, then what happens? This, for example, this is the houses are there. So whenever the rainfall is happening, this is happening on the terrace. Water is being collected on the rooftop. Okay, so this is the roof. The water is being collected at the rooftop, and with the help of the pipes which is being placed over here. So with the help of the pipes, the water is being moved downwards. This is being diverted from the roof in the ground. Okay, this is being diverted, as you could see here. This is being diverted from the roof in the ground, children. Okay, now you could see. Fine, I'll just draw this upwards. So this is how the water is being stored in the wells or in the ground here. Okay, so what happens, it is being kept for a longer time, and then this water is going to be utilized for various purposes. I'll just draw this again. So how is this rooftop rainwater harvesting being done? Rooftop rainwater harvesting is being done, for example, this is the house. Okay, and rainfall is happening. Now what happens? We are collecting this. Okay, so here this is groundwater, this is your house, this is roof, and then rain is happening, this water is being diverted. Now see, children, what happens? Actually, when the rainfall is happening, the water is being collected with the help of this pipe, and with the help of this pipe, the water is being diverted underground. And what is present here? The well is present. So this is the underground well. Fine. This well is there, which is going to take up all this water, which can be used directly in your homes. If some garden or something is over here, if the lawn is present over here, this could be easily be utilized for the plants and all. Okay, so it could easily be utilized directly, and if it is not going to utilize directly, then it could be utilized indirectly after, once this is going to recharge the groundwater. So till here the water is going to be stored in the tank, and The underground level of this tank is soiled. This is directly connected with the groundwater, children. This is directly connected with the water table, which adds up water in the water table. Okay, filters are being used because it is already clean. We know that groundwater is already clean. Okay, sometimes what happens, seepage system is also made where the seepage is going to take place at a faster rate, which is taking place in the nature. Fine. So the similar things, similar layers are being placed in the underground wells, which recharges this groundwater. So this is known as rooftop rainwater harvesting. This is known as rooftop rainwater harvesting technique. Okay, so this is rooftop rainwater harvesting technique, children. So we saw that how to manage the water in one way by this, by stopping the mismanagement, by stopping the wastage of water in our homes, by utilizing the water, rainwater in the by the help of this rainwater harvesting, which is of two type. One is rooftop rainwater harvesting, other one is drain water harvesting. I'll discuss this part in the next class, children. So that's all for today's video, where we have studied not to waste water and to use it wisely. So with this, I end up today's class. I'll meet you all in the next video with the next topic for this water management. We'll see in the next class. So that's all for today.